I haven't watched this, so I don't know if it's funny, but seems to be. I bet there's some stuff in here that'll get you going. Profit.
Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to make some Fuzz. Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to make some predictions about the future of gaming. Some of these are going to seem really far out.
He's looking really disheveled.
Bear with me. And these are 10 things, and I'm not ranking them. It's just 10 things that I feel are going to happen in the next 10, 20, or 30 years in gaming. The first thing he looks a like, major one.
He looks like the Goober.
I believe that the people that make video games in the future are going to be people like me and you.
Oh, I thought you weren't there.
Snack. What is
10 predictions about the future of video games.
Oh, shut up. No, it's okay. I don't need to see his bullshit.
But bear with me. And these are 10 things, and I'm not ranking them. It's just 10 things that I feel are going to happen in the next 10, 20, or 30 years in gaming.
Oh, that's broad. So broad.
The first thing is a major one. I believe that the people that make video games in the future are going to be people like me and you. It's not going to be the large companies like Nintendo. It's kind of the same way YouTube works. You don't have a bunch of people in Hollywood creating
Isn't it? I mean,
videos.
anyone can make a game. It's been like that since the beginning.
All across the world.
Unless he's talking about like AI.
People.
One guy made Stardew Valley, right?
I think that's the way games are going to be in the future. Because in the future, I think it's going to be very easy to make your own games. I know there's already tools, and I know there's actually people who are already doing this. But
is he fucking high? Like anyone can, like it's already. I mean, if you're making like like a big like whatever title, but like anyone can make a game.
We're talking about a major shift where the majority of games are made by ordinary people, or teams of ordinary people. People will be able to band together. And
isn't that like how it all started? Isn't that how video games started?
Yeah.
Like fucking A, dude.
You look at like games at the very beginning were just like a few people or like one person.
Yeah, it's only recently it's become so fucking corporate. You know? Like Jesus Christ.
Dude, this is this is number one. I can't wait to see the rest.
This will have an effect on companies like Nintendo.
Next.
Doesn't he look wicked like hoovered out? Someone pointed out.
Yeah. Because the tools that those companies use to create those games, I think they're going to be free and available to the masses in the future.
How?
Yeah,
we're gonna make them and release them for free.
I just like yeah, you
like
put it on Steam.
Really cool tools.
Is it Roblox? I guess. Like what?
Easy. You're going to be able to, according to me, you're going to be able to take a device such as a cell phone or something, and just scan in the environment around you really quickly and just.
Oh, you're the brain flat one, Kittler.
And like I could just do it right now, and all of a sudden you have a game that takes place in a room just like this. And then I could take.
I'm pretty sure they can do that now.
Yeah, Kittler, he's right because it's already happened for like decades now.
Yeah, and this too. You can do what he's saying now too.
Objects that other people created and dump it into that room, like enemies and stuff.
You just can't do it like on a massive scale.
Like Roblox and stuff like this, but
I know they already do this for games like Roblox. Yes, like everything is
centralized network where people can collaborate and create their own games and create these massive games. Imagine 1,000 people connected throughout the world making a game.
I call it the internet.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is he
in their spare time or whatever, but just making this massive game together. There's going to be tools that allow that to happen. This next one is something you've already been hearing a lot about, and I'm going to expand upon it. There is not going to be any more physical media. Cartridges, discs, that kind of stuff is going to go by the wayside. It's
How's he gonna
happening
fucking
at a very fast pace right now. But
spice
I'll go
this one
beyond
up?
that and say our craving for plastic and discs is going to go away too, because those of us who were raised to like those kind of things, we're going to die out, and the generations that come after us are going to be
everything's going to be digital. That's the best idea ever.
Object associated
Yeah,
with the game.
and I don't.
it's not
I
just gonna
think that a
be
future
cartridges
generation
and
is
discs.
going to
It's
look
gonna
at
be
it and
game
think that it's
systems
super
and
interesting. The
PCs.
discs and the
I
cartridges.
believe the
and be like,
future
what, and
is
it's
not
just gonna
going to
come
have
back
any
again.
hardware at all,
Fucking
other
records
than a
came back a
screen
little
of some
bit.
sort. It's going to be like Google.
They came
Stadia,
back and stayed.
but on
I mean,
a
their
much larger
vinyl
scale
sales are
and
still
done
pretty
properly.
good, I think.
And
Yeah,
with
so it's
the
like
people are
technology
always
of
going
the
to be
future
buying
that's
them
going to
'cause
come.
it's like a thing.
I believe there's going to be a universal free-to-use service, kind of like the internet, even though the internet is not technically free, but you know what I mean. There's going to be a universal.
Well, he's really optimistic
accepted
about the
utility.
future.
I'll just call it the Nexus for now. And you're going to be hopping on that Nexus and just choosing a game and playing that game directly from the Nexus. The bottom line is there's not going to be any hardware to run the games on your end, not even PCs. I believe that in the future, all the processing power is going to be in the cloud, basically.
Everything he's describing is terrible. Like,
there's going to be...
Those are things like we don't... I mean, there are, again, like, all that's, like, happening, but...
And it's bad.
What I call a mega emulator, and this is also going to be embedded within that cloud I was talking about, within that Nexus. And basically what it is every Nexus, game that has ever existed, every prototype that's ever been dumped, all the new games that are being made, they're all going to be in one centralized place. And people are just going to go to that place and play whatever game they want to play.
Centralized.
And they're going to be able to play and connect to it instantly.
That's
There's
the way
not
forward. Just
any
centralize
loading.
everything.
There's not going to be any lag.
One
The
thing that
technology
controls
will just
all
be
of that
better in the
shit,
future.
all that media.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he has AIDS or something, huh?
I believe that gaming is going to have its own currency at some point. Maybe not like a blockchain, but just like a shared kind of currency that you can use within games. And
all the dumb shit
buy
they
any
use.
games on this
basically all the
Nexus
same
that
thing.
I've been talking about. If you make a game, you will earn that currency and you'll get income using that currency. And maybe there's a way to cash it out and turn it to dollars. I'm not sure. Maybe I haven't thought this one through.
Yeah.
But I believe we're heading in that direction.
You haven't thought it through because it's crazy. Like, it's a prediction. You know, how are you going to think it through?
I also believe that we may see an end to playing games on TVs and monitors.
No photon ever called me
with glasses or with some other type of device that sends some kind of signal into our eyeballs. I know that sounds crazy. And I also know it's already been done to some extent with Google glasses or whatever it is. I believe you're going to be able to play any game you want,
whatever the fuck,
anywhere you want, and it's going to be
that
like
would be a cool idea. I like this idea.
No, I don't know what Hill is.
And I believe it's going to go beyond.
If I could wear glasses,
I think you're going to be able to walk into a gym.
If I could wear glasses and just carry a little controller with me and just play my games all the time, like looking through these special glasses, they'll project a screen for me that nobody else can see. You know what I'm saying?
An alien landscape or something,
like a 24-inch.
What about it?
By moving around in this room
so
or whatever,
kino.
And it's going to look
I would not want that.
real to you.
It sounds like
you're going to get a good
really
workout
fuck
from
with
it.
your like.
I'll say one more thing about these glasses. I think you're going to be able to.
Well, no,
play
it would be like the
couch
same.
co-op
I don't know.
with
Say it's
people
like 2
who are
feet
not
away from
actually
you
on
in
your
space.
couch.
In space
I believe you're going to be able to just look to the side and see your buddy on the couch next to you.
Jerking off.
Maybe he looks like a hologram.
You're gonna be able to goon together.
Or something. And I think
you're not gonna know what you're looking at because the glasses. You'll just have your own like.
Projected
That'd be
in front of you
so.
guys. It's not really there.
Yeah, I'll be able to Pooh Bear with you guys. We'll all be able to do this, and we'll be sitting, and I'll be like a Force ghost next to you.
V pooing
or whatever.
Yeah, we'll be Pooh Bearing. That'd be so great. I think
you're going to be able to play games without a controller. I think you're going to be able to put a headset on,
a holographic
or something over your brain, and you're going to be able to
We can have our own like virtual like hangout space, and it's just for gooning.
Where you're controlling the guy.
You guys have to come into our virtual like hangout space.
What is this one?
I think you're going to be able to play games without a controller. I think you're going to be able to put a headset on or something over your brain, and you're going to be able
this guy's going to be
think your
first
way
in line
through
for
the game.
Neuralink.
Maybe even play a first-person shooter where you're controlling the guy with your brain, and the response time would be instant. You don't have to hit a button and have the signal from the controller go to the console and whatever. They already have some technology that does this, and it's in the early phases, but I think it's going to take off after a while, and it'll just be able to read the electrical impulses in your brain.
Fuck
and
that
maybe
shit.
There's a short calibration tutorial or something where it gets to know your
His
brain
hands are
and how it
freaky
works.
looking.
And then after that, you're just walking
His
around
grabbers.
these places, and you're playing a game like this. You know, you're just like, maybe
Dude, you just goon like that?
I'm not
you can
saying
just
that
totally
this is some
just
kind of
veg
utopia
out
or
and
whatever.
just
There's going to be
shut down.
drawbacks to a lot of things
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying
can
today.
watch porn in your
but
mind.
I do think
Just
we're
fucking
heading in this direction.
That's fucking
goon.
scary.
You'd never have to leave your bed, dude. You can just goon all
I
day.
believe there's going to be something called lifelong games. Much like the games today, I think they're going to be able to keep making new content to keep you interested in the game, but I think it's going to be done on a larger scale in the future.
That's basically
You're
happening.
Someone who starts playing the game at 4 years
How
old.
long has fucking
and
Counter-Strike been going on? I know they've done the updates and all this and that, but like for real, it's Counter-Strike. And then I know they're doing Counter-Strike too, but like I don't know. League of Legends, Dota, those have been around for a while.
That movies and games are going to collide even more than they are now. The tools I mentioned earlier that are going to make things easier for people to program games, I think those are going to be the same for movie makers. They're going to be able to make movies rather easily.
Yeah, you're going to play the movie.
I think they're going to be able to make movie/games where you watch the movie, and then you can also take part in the movie and walk around in the movie. If it's like a Western, maybe you go into that Western and you walk down the back alleys and
they
basically that's in the actual movie.
Have this.
And you live
with the narrative-driven games.
I don't know if
you know what I mean?
Sense.
Where it's like,
but it kind of makes sense in my mind.
They have this. Yeah, right, Doom? In the future, you just watch the gameplay itself. You just lead the character where to go. You just send him down a trail.
And in nursing homes.
And then if picture happens.
Yes, you already have some that have Wii bowling set up and
obviously,
maybe a few other things.
This is the most obvious thing that nursing homes in the future are going to have fucking video games.
Didn't grow up playing video games because the video games didn't exist.
Once you're in there,
what
no shit they're going to have
a generation in there that had games their entire lives. I believe
probably still going to have them.
Gaming is going to be a huge form of entertainment, even for older folks in their 80s and 90s. And I think in some ways it's going to be seen as a way to keep your mind
RX2,
fresh,
it's going to be so great.
when you're in retirement or whatever.
I love the AI art.
Future nursing homes and
my favorite artist is AI.
Have arcades and places where you can play these games, maybe some of the older games or what would be older at that time period. But yeah, that's my predictions for the future of video games. Let me know if you have any predictions yourself.
Why is he ending with him
just
using like
smart,
children's
and may
scissors?
People respect you for playing them. So long, everybody.
What is he?
What is?
Dude, he's too much sometimes, man.
Yeah, dude, his joke. Hang on.
What?
He could have. I told it. I remember we watched the video of him, and at the end I said, "Make your jokes more meta." So like, I don't know. That'd be so funny if he's seen our videos. I think he could handle. I think he 100% could be totally fine. Like he handles it. He doesn't care. You know, I don't think he would. I think he would take it on the chin. You know what I mean? He knows he's fucking weird. And that we're gonna people are gonna think he's fucking weird.
But
we haven't
been weirdos.
We haven't been overly mean to him. He's a fucking weirdo that we like to look at.